Hi, it's Lonnie. Welcome to Grace Blossoms for You. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you may have seen me start a fabric journal, and now it's finished. And it looks completely different than how I envisioned it when I started it. I gutted most of it and started afresh, but I did use the same cover, although it has morphed into something that I never planned. And I did this with the inspiration of Carol from Wonky Stitching with Carol. And so I thought I would like to show you what I've done here. So it's very small for a journal, probably the shortest journal I've made in the sense that it has very few pages, but it took probably the longest of any of the ones that I've made so far. So here is what it looks like. I did so what I made was panels, and then I backed those panels onto other panels, and I learned a lot doing this. For one thing, if I did it again, I would put in more pockets and things, but it was taking so long and I was starting to lose interest in putting it together, so I decided to just finish it and let it be an example and a learning experience. So here is one of my pockets, and I did put one of the hexagons in there that I wanted to keep. And so here I did some embroidery. I drew the flower and then I came back in and sewed it. That's basically patchwork there. More patchwork. No pockets on this page, but I was thinking I could come along later and maybe pin some things here if I didn't want to sew. For instance, I still have some of these streamers that I could attach. This yellow one might work, but I won't do that today. It was just something I was thinking about, how I could continue to embellish it even after it's finished. Then there's a tuck spot up here, which is made of lace. So I just attached the one side. And then here I put a little pocket in, and I put a little stamp that I embroidered. Here's a butterfly that I used the seed stitch on, variegated floss. Here I put a label that I made. It says Grace. Cute little lace pocket there. Another stamp with a leaf on it. Another leaf here. So this is the center, and I did it as a signature. I got it fairly straight. It's not perfect, but I'm okay with how it turned out. For my first one, it was kind of hard to see where I needed to put my stitches. So I did draw with an invisible, one of those fabric markers that becomes invisible after a while. So I did put some marks here, and I tried to follow that as best as I could. Like I said, it's not perfect, but I'm okay with it. Then here's another page and another large pocket, and I put my little birdhouse there. I like that. And here, this flower was already on this fabric, so I just gave it some emphasis. And then I added some crocheted, they look like pansies to me, some lace. And here it says, "You are loved beyond measure." That was a stamp, and I just echoed it with thread. And here is already the back cover, and a lot wonky with the ruffle, but I made that, and so it's fun, and I enjoyed it, and I think I would probably make another one if I had a reason to. Like I said, it did take a long time. Here, what I noticed that when I went to put my pages together, my cover was too small, so I extended it. And that was also something Carol talked about, so I was able to fix that before it became an issue. So, and here I just added some lace and doilies. I added a lot of the lace to make up for the fact that the pages were sort of different sizes because I didn't really measure. And yeah, it just came together, and I'm happy for it. It is quite thick considering it only has 4 panels, but it's very soft and squishy, which is nice. So anyways, that's what I wanted to share with you today. So thanks for stopping by, and hope you're having a great day. We'll see you again soon. Bye for now.